it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and today we are going to make a glam Halloween wreath. If you saw my video last week, my day in the life video, you probably saw me shopping for these materials. So let's get into this wreath. The materials you're going to need for this wreath are these black sparkly croton leaves. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They're really fun. I grabbed 6 of them. I'm not sure if we'll use all 6, but I grabbed 6. And then I have these orange sparkly berries. Aren't these great? I love them. And I think just those 2 together will be the perfect Halloween glam wreath. I'm calling it glam because it's really sparkly. You're also going to need a grapevine wreath. This is a 14-inch. You can use whatever size you want. The 14-inch will make a wreath that's about 21 to 22 inches in diameter. And you're going to need some wire cutters. These are my favorite. I will link them down below. You're going to need hot glue and a hot glue gun. This is what I use, and my favorite hot glue I will link down in the description for you. And we may or may not need some floral wire. I'll be using 26 gauge today if I use it. First thing, we want to clean up our grapevine wreath. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our croton stem and cut it up in pieces like this. We're going to cut every piece that is on the main stem. So we'll have individual leaves or we'll have little branches. And then the main stem you just cut right there. And then we are going to glue it to the grapevine along the grain of the grapevine. If you have a wild one that won't stay put, you can use your floral wire to tame it a little bit. So we'll do one on the inside, and then we will do one on the outside. Then continue doing one on the inside and one on the outside until you have completely covered the grapevine. If you have a grapevine that's not perfectly round, this one's a little more on the oval side. No grapevine wreath is perfect. And if you have a grapevine wreath like this, you'll just want to make sure the leaves go out further on the one side and then less far on the other side so that it looks like a perfect circle or close to perfect circle, even though your grapevine isn't. There's a little tip for you. And then you're going to use your little leaves to fill in the gaps. You can do this as you go or wait till the end to see where your gaps are. I do a little bit of both. I have a feeling I'm going to have glitter everywhere after this. Ooh. I guess it's more metallic-y than glitter. What do you think? Is it showing up on the camera? I am going to use my floral wire for this piece because it's sticking out a little bit more than I want it to. So you just take your floral wire and put it around each side of your stem and poke it through the grapevine. Maybe. Then you just twist it tightly to the back. And then tuck it into the grapevine so it doesn't poke out from the back, but also make sure it doesn't stick up at the top either. Sometimes the little wires, not wires, sometimes the grapevines that wrap around stick up a little, and if you can squeeze one of the leaves underneath like that, it'll lay nicer. Isn't that nice? When I chose a grapevine for this particular wreath, I chose one that had more space in between. It wasn't quite as tight of a grapevine wreath, just because I know the stems of these crotons are really thick, and I'm really glad I did that because it's making it so much easier to tuck them in. Okay, now that my main part of the wreath is finished, I'm going to use these extra leaves that I have to fill in the gaps, cover up the grapevine, and make sure that it's nice and round. Sometimes I need to hold it back like this so I can get another look at it to see where I need to fill in the gaps with the extra leaves that I have. So that actually worked out perfectly. I used all 6 of my stems, and I think that was the perfect amount for this size wreath. All right, the next step we're going to do is we're going to be using our sparkly orange berries. And what we're going to do first is take each little group apart. There are 7 groups, I think. I was wrong, there's actually 8 groups. So I normally like to use odd numbers of things, but I think 8 is enough that it won't look bad. It'll look really good. So what I'm going to do now is tuck these in all around the wreath. Oops. Okay, here it is. I love how it turned out. This is exactly what I had in my head. I'm so excited. It's kind of hard to tell with the colorful background here, but I'll show you some pictures in just a minute. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't done that already, and hit the bell so you are notified when I put up new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!